Hi, this story will be about Aeroville. Aeroville is a huge shopping center near the Roissy Airport, designed by Philippe Cambaretta, PCA, and it is a low-rise building because of the airport. You cannot build so high nearby airports, and it has a very long facade, and also a huge roof. The roof was not really used for communication, but the facade was. And actually, when you are coming by the airplane, if you are driving along on the highway or if you are in a train, all the high-speed trains, they are all nearby this building, and you can all those places you can see the building. So it's kind of advertisement facade that we had to make, a building that is over 300 meters long, and the idea was to develop a luxury, give a luxury feeling, trying to show the quality of the shops that were inside, but of course with a very low budget. Nobody can see this facade really from nearby. People are coming by car or by bus or whatever, but so it was just about creating an optical effect of luxury for people seeing this building from far away. The graphic and the light designers were involved on this project quite early, in an early stage, and that was really good because with them we very quickly went in the direction of Kinetic facade with optical effects, where we would use different layers of transparency, but also the projection of shadows, and all that creates some complexity. And when you are moving along, all them are at different levels, so it creates a kind of kinetic effect that is really attractive. By the way, during the day as during the night. Of course, during the night the effect will be stronger. And when we started thinking about this with that team, we made visual mock-ups to test it. We tested really a lot of things, and okay, the client was really enthusiastic. So there we go. We have to develop a double skin, which is in fact a triple skin. You have an opaque wall. That's a very industrial. This is an industrial building, so it's a metal corrugated metal sheet with some insulation on the back, and in front of that we had 2 layers of glass facades, and both layers were silkscreen printed to create the visual aspects that we were looking for. When you have a triple skin facade to develop for a very low cost, you have really to think how can you really optimize it in the best way, because every euro that you can win per square meter is really beneficial and has a huge impact on the construction cost. So we started optimizing it, and one of the ideas was to have just fixed glasses. We are thinking that because of the silkscreen printing, because the people being far away, it was not necessary to clean them so often, and we just imagined that a robot could clean them from the top, let's say once a year. So everybody agreed with that until there was a tender. The client appointed a contractor, and then he had a good surprise with the cost actually, and maybe he felt that we were gone a little too far with our value engineering. So he made a step back, and he asked the contractor and us to develop a facade where the cleaning would be more easy. So all the exterior glasses had to be operable for maintenance. Okay, fair enough, but in a very short time, not so easy to develop that. And all the system that we developed to optimize the glass thicknesses and the fixing points had to be redesigned. And when you have little time, and especially when you have operable windows, innovation starts to become complicated. So we jumped back to a point, a spider system, let's say, just embedded screws that fix the glass on one side hinges, and on the other side locking points. So every glass basically can be operable. Um, by by doing so, the project was of course a little more expensive, but the glasses had to be laminated, so it was additional cost also. But the client was happy with it, and finally the project was delivered on time. And okay, so the client is happy. Um, what can we say about this? The point fixing is something that, as architect and as consultant, I don't like so much. You have a concentration of stress in the fixing point. It makes the facade quite vulnerable, and our original design with bent metal threads was more flexible, so it was more sustainable. But the point fixing, really in this case, because of the silk screen printing on the glass, it is not visible. It's not visible at all. And in our office, and many architects, they don't like point fixings for probably plenty of wrong reasons, actually. And in this case, we found that the point fixing was just the best solution. So never say never. That's it.
Point fixing is